So the new trailer for Disney's upcoming live-action remake of The Lion King dropped earlier this week. And rather than doing a traditional trailer reaction, I just kind of wanted to address the elephant, the lion cub, the meerkat, the shit that's in the room. I'm going to address
the poorly cast boar that's in the room.
Wow.
I said it.
And discuss the fact that it's looking to be even more so than the first trailer indicated, even more so of a shot-for-shot remake of that original animated classic. And I just want to throw it off to you guys and kind of get your feel for the trailer, and B, what do you think about the overt mimicking of that original film? Kyle.
The overt mimicking. I like that. I definitely like that phraseology there. I like my live action computer generated remakes like I like my models. Effing gorgeous. And that is in fact what this is effing gorgeous. There's even a particular scene where Scar is engaging the lion cubs with the hyenas, and you get the little ear twitch. Is that a bug? What is that? That thing that cats in general do, lions included, obviously. And it's down to that level of detail. I'm going to say this is no disrespect to Rowan Atkinson. I'm speaking just to the look of Zazu. I love the way this character looks. Obviously, he looks like the bird that he's trying to be, duh. But I think it actually adds a very healthy bit of color, and I'm looking forward to John Oliver's portrayal. And again, not to take anything away from Rowan Atkinson, him voicing the character was awesome. I feel like there'll be a lot not to take any away from if and when we get around to reviewing this movie, but because there was a lot of quality stuff in The Lion King, absolutely, and it's a crying shame that Seth Rogen's involved with the project at all. But as I'm looking at this, it's been a long time since I've seen The Lion King, and I'm even recognizing certain scenes that they're picking out of there. It's very easy for me personally to talk the trash on them doing that, but the day and age of the internet nerd, air quotes, for a franchise not getting their shot-for-shot remake, or shot-for-shot, not shock-for-shock, whatever the point is, not getting their shot-for-shot remake, they would complain if they didn't get it. It's a no-win scenario, right? This is a reason why The Force Awakens was essentially a remake of A New Hope in the Star Wars franchise, right? Because when they didn't get that, aka The Last Jedi, SJW forced messages allegedly involved or not, people went precisely nuts, right? So Disney's in that place where they're kind of forced in this to assure they get the maximum drop of milk drops from the cash cow in question. So while I creatively have an issue with them, air quotes, doing it shot for shot, I don't see from their perspective how they could do it any other way and not play it safe.
We're talking about a trailer, right? And we're talking about a trailer for one of the greatest cartoons ever.
Yes.
I'm doing this thing live action, and I don't know what else they could do without giving away the movie. We know the story. We know what the story is, right? So if they have some scenes in this film that are shot for shot, which they obviously do, and they showed us that today, go ahead and give us that in the trailer, because we already know the story. If you got some new hot shit, save it.
That's a good.
I mean, blow my mind with that, because we've said on this show several times that we despise when they give us too much in the trailer, and then we go to the movie and we're like, hold up, what's new? I saw listen to the trailer. Well, look, when you're going to see a live action of anything that's being redone, look, we're talking Beauty and the Beast, we're talking Lion King, we're talking Aladdin. It's a remake of a cartoon, so you're going to see some similarities, but there's going to be some difference. I like what they did with the Jungle Book. That thing popped for me. So, but they didn't show too much of the new stuff in the trailer. I was cool with the way that they did it. I'm fine with this whole Lion King thing, because I'm like, look, you showed me, and when I saw the Hakuna Matata, baby, they were twisting their heads and going on that branch. I was feeling it, and I said, man, I remember when I went to see that movie twice in theaters. It's crazy. they're going to give us some new stuff, man. So I'm perfectly fine.
That's a great point by you, and I'll admit I got a little happy when I said the hubbub on the Hakuna Matata, and then I heard Seth Rogen doing The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and all that happiness went straight to hell.
TJ, I'm gonna give you a little bit of credit for looking at the optimistic point of view.
Oh yeah, you nailed it.
That the trailer is focusing solely on nostalgia to bring us in, and there's a possibility that those shots were chosen specifically to build on that. The more cynical side of me tells me that the movie is going to feature a lot more of that, and it kind of goes in accordance with what Kyle said as far as playing it safe in a way. I don't think that it will see much deviation in this film. If there's new stuff, hey, I welcome it. As much as I ragged on the fact that they were remaking Dumbo, at least whether they succeeded or not is an argument to be made. But at least they tried to tell a different story, and I give credit to that. Even the remake of Pete's Dragon, I think, which is the least lambasted out of all the newer Disney remakes, but it's also probably the least lambasted because nobody went to see it. It presented a different story utilizing the premise of a friendship between a boy and a dragon. I have trepidation for The Lion King. Yes, I watch it and I hear the music, and when you hear that incredible Hans Zimmer score, and you're just instantly the heartstrings start pulling. But it's because of that association with that first film. I'm hoping we don't go into Beauty and the Beast territory with this. It looks impressive as hell. I agree with you. It looks fantastic. But I wonder, in a way, and this is a wait and see thing, but I wonder in a way if the realism actually detracts a little bit, because when you watch the animated version, there's a different type of connection, there's a different emotive quality to it, where if you have this realistic looking lion, realistic looking pig, warthog, realistic looking baboon, I wonder if those emotive qualities are going to come through as strongly as that original animated film.
Yeah, I'm already seeing something missing with Rafiki, to your point.
If I can lube myself up and slide back in, I want to go ahead and, like, they've done it already. Like, Jungle Book hit, it landed. Like, the movie did well, and I don't think there was a problem with people being able to get a sense of what it was. I mean, The Lion King is just a freaking powerful movie, and it has an anchor in all of our souls, because there's so many. You talk about the heartstrings whenever you heard the music. And maybe this will completely go against whatever point I was trying to make earlier. When you talk about the whole concept of or potential for showing new scenes and stuff like that, like, The Lion King has very, like, monumental scenes. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they cannot leave out. You know, there's so much, but when I look at Dumbo, and since we just reviewed Dumbo, holla at it. If Dumbo, in my opinion, left a little bit more room for interpretation. There's stuff that you can do on that train ride. Like, they just show the train ride. We don't know what's going on the train ride, so now you've got a platform to do something if you want. The Lion King, there's so many scenes that hit that you don't want to leave out.
Yes.
And I know that there's stuff that's going to get left out, you know? So it's tough.
Well,
it's tough.
Here's the point I'm going to make in rebuttal to your Jungle Book claim. I think that what helped the Jungle Book, and this is the real test that Lion King has to prove, what helped the Jungle Book is that you did have a human character emoting to his surroundings. So he helped sell the concept. He helped sell those connections. He grounded it. So this, which is, and let's face it, is more or less a cartoon. It's live action look. Yeah, like I said, it's impressive, but it doesn't have a literal human being there to help sell those. So it's going to have to act completely on its own accord. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just curious to see if they can pull it off. And if they can pull it off as strongly nostalgia aside, if they can pull it off as strongly as that original film. If they can't do it without relying on nostalgia, then this is a pointless film.
And that's a great point, Demos. But here's what I'll throw in: the exchange with Scar that they have in there that they show, I thought went well. Now, granted, that's just one piece. We have an entire movie to see, but I think something TJ is so spot on with, to the point that I think he's not making the point strong. You'd say they can't leave him out, brother. I don't think you got enough there. They can't even uniquely alter it. There's so, like, if they don't have Mufasa in the clouds sing Simba, right? And if they don't have Rafika sing, correction, I know your father. If you don't have a mother-loving baboon holding up a lion cub, you forget it. You're done.
Hey, Kimba the White Lion had a lot more material that they can rip off, so it works out. Disney owns everything. I'd be surprised if they don't own that by this point.
But I'll put it this way. The one thing, and again, supporting TJ's point again, the one thing that they have that they could actually use to impress, which they're relying on with this trailer, if they're truly doing as TJ says in his optimistic breakdown of hiding the fancy, so to speak, is to wow you with just how gorgeous this thing is. Hey, here's everything you remember, and here's what it looked like if actual animals did it. Bro, right. It was great. And again, if it weren't for Seth Rogen, I'd be a lot more excited about all of this. All right? Actually, let's do this. I'll make a deal with John Oliver. He's on the staff. Let's have him fill in Gilbert Gottfried's voice just like he does with Jared Kushner on his show for Pumbaa. We're good.
Oh boy! So hey, that makes sense. Pumbaa ate Yago.
Oh boy!
So
slimy yet satisfying.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So just to wrap this up, did this trailer achieve what a trailer should achieve? Has it made you excited for the movie, and did it convince you to buy a ticket?
No, because Seth Rogen.
Yes, but I can't judge this trailer like I would judge any other trailer. But I'm judging it more harshly, and yes, it achieved what it was supposed to achieve. I'm taking my cubs to see the little cub. I'll let you know.
But tell them to pretend to hear Gilbert Gottfried instead of Seth Rogen. Do your cubs a favor, Chief.
I have trepidation. I'm trying to push nostalgia out of it, and I'm not succeeding. But it does look admittedly gorgeous. It does look beautiful. I'm not a big fan, and I've said it many times, I'm not a big fan of these sequels, especially the more similar they look to the original incarnations, the more I'm adverse to go see them. If there's a demand on this channel from reviewers for us to go and do a full episode review, I'll go see it. If not, I think I'll wait until it's available on, well, I can't say Netflix because everything's going to be a Disney Plus in the future.
Wah, wah. So, actually, if you want to support Demos' ability to watch Disney Plus, please give to our Patreon when it comes up.
Inspired.